Hey, welcome back everybody. We are back in Path of Exile and we are testing out a Corrupting Cry SSF start. Did some quick heisting to get a little bit better gear. We're still using a scepter and a shield for now because we haven't gotten a staff that makes a lot of sense for us to use. So that's going to be on the agenda for today. And then we've done, I think, 3 maps so far, and while doing those maps I realized that I was kind of being awful. I don't have a guard skill, so grab Molten Shell real quick and cast one damage taken. There we go, and that should be very helpful for feeling much tankier. And then that puts us at 13,000 armor with nothing else going on, which I'm really enjoying. And so yeah, we just need to advance a little bit. We've got 3 maps done, and we kind of need to prioritize getting essences done. Because we really need essences for our staff. That's the plan right now. Okay. Fine. But let's get in here. I'm really excited for the upcoming league. So far all of the stuff they've pointed out looks really good. I'm hoping because of the corrupting fever, like teasers, as far as like in the past couple teasers they've been using corrupting fever. I'm hoping that there are changes to the way fizz dot works. We will see though. I think one thing that I think would be really great for me is if corrupting cry or the corrupting fever debuff became an ailment. Because currently it's not, it's just a debuff. And it being a debuff is one of the reasons that it doesn't scale very well. There's not very many things that you can scale the debuff with. So it gets very limited that way. Right. I don't think I care about ritual. Okay, very nice. I'm wondering how I want to, like, what skills I want to take next, or what passive points I want to take next. I'm not sure. Part of me wants to just go all in on life and defenses. I don't know, because I also need to start stacking endurance charges. Like, we're not there yet, so it doesn't matter that much. We don't have a lot of the things that make endurance charge stacking worthwhile. Okay. Grab that jewel. Pellet gloves, crusader boots, amulet, and rings. I doubt I'm gonna use those rings, but I'll check them out anyway. Oh. And no. Layer we keep. Nope. Oh. This does have a cold and lightning. 100 life. Yeah, we're gonna craft movement speed onto those. Those will be our new boots. 100%, and we've got essences now guaranteed. All right, let's go get our new boots. Huge, huge. All right, now we just need to color them. Links are fine. I just need all red. Oh, okay, that's what I was going for. Perfect. Vulnerability, life tap, arrogance, vitality. Vulnerability, life tap. I don't want vulnerability to be cast by it though. Fine for now. Okay. Guess I could put shield charge in here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, this will go in our old gear. And then no, sell. Can we sell these? No. And sell these. Okay. Don't have lair. Don't have siege. Gardens is done. Let's go. Oh. Seems I have messed up. I'm gonna go over here then. Here we go. Now we're good. Oh, this is awful. I hate this map so much. Physical resistant. Okay. Alright, well you can follow me. Ooh, let's see how we handle Breach since Breach is getting buffed. We're gonna drop a portal right there. Because I always want to do Breach, because I really like Breach. Never feel like it's worth it. Ooh, Soul Eater. Okay. Not the best, but I don't know, I feel like Soul Eater's a little cheating. Still not great clear though, without the Soul Eater. Okay, is this who I think it is? Alright, Corrupted Blood is too much. Thought I'd be able to tank that. I was wrong. Corrupted Blood immunity still important early. The Valorbs do we have? Got this one and this one. Do that one. Oh. Still worth using. On that note, do I have... No. Okay, siege I need, and armory I don't have. Okay, and none of these are worth anything. Okay. We got essence. Do we pick up a trail? We might not, honestly. Don't know. I think we're just gonna go up first. Alright, let's take out the siege first. Oh, that reminds me, I need to change my Pantheon. 'Cause I've got the cannot be stunned Pantheon, and that doesn't do me any good. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay. Nothing there. I do need the essence out of the map though. We're not leaving yet. You know, thinking about it, I probably have something that I can at least craft onto my scepter. Maybe not scepter. We'll find out. Ooh, I don't know which one not. Let's see, it looks like we're still streaming. Alright, just making sure I'm still good. Seems fine. Okay. Oh, what was this? Old lightning. Missing a lot of health, but still might be worth it for that amount of resistances. This one is not. Dungeon. Yeah, incomplete. Good. Okay. Well, I guess before we do anything else, let's go see if we can make our scepter better. We could do damage over time. And we could do minion damage. That's it. Alright, so minion damage it is. And that'll make a pretty big difference. How am I doing on resistances? Pretty good overall, honestly. And I mean, I guess I can't craft it anywhere, but that's yeah, no, I think I'm gonna pass on it for now. A lot of people getting voided. I wonder if it's just like everybody's celebrating. Okay. Magic this in there. What is back here? Nice. Like everything is over here. Okay. Perfect. let's try this again. If I had a way to explode, that would be a lot better. Or more AoE. Either way. Yeah, if I start this character, I don't know if breach is the way. Right. None of this is worth. Although there is a chance that we want to go evasion much later. But if we do that, we need to go iron reflexes. Possible. I don't know about it yet. Okay. Saints Halberg, not good enough. Not good enough. In my fondest dreams, tomorrow they're going to reveal that they're changing auto exert to not scale with like the reservation's not going to scale. They're going to give our corrupting cry builds back. There's a real chance I start this, but I would absolutely be starting this if we got the automated corrupting cry back. Oh, nice. I don't think it's actually gonna happen, but I can dream. Okay. hope for no changes to Pathfinder. I disagree, but not for the reasons you might think. I'm actually hoping Pathfinder is in some ways buffed. Because Pathfinder has gotten like side nerfed by flasks for a while. And while like very, very late Pathfinder is okay defensively, I feel like Pathfinder struggles early on defenses. Like if you're not using your life flasks last forever, then it feels kind of bad. And I would love for a more like evasion central powerhouse, because if you think about it, we have defensive powerhouses of basically every other type. So armored defensive powerhouses, you have the Marauder, specifically the Juggernaut. In a smaller way, you have Chieftain. We have ES powerhouses in Inquisitor, Hierophant. We have evasion ES powerhouses in the form of the Trickster, but we don't have really any pure evasion powerhouses like defensively. And I feel like Pathfinder could do that, or should do that. Maybe Warden, but Warden doesn't do a very good job of doing that. Yeah, otherwise I think Pathfinder stays the same. But I would like to see some more defensive power in Pathfinder. Honestly, I'd go for more defensive power in all of the Ranger, or even just all evasion builds. I can live with buffs. I'm planning Peacock early and then Spark Poison. Nice. Yeah, no, I don't think Pathfinder Poison is in trouble. I don't think Pathfinder is OP when it comes to poisons. Really at all. Just feels the best. I guess let me check these. Nope. And nope. Okay, I think, do I go? You know the macro auto click with num keys? I do. I never use it. Baylor Mage has a video on how to do it, but I never use it. I have it set, but I only have it set to M1 because this used to be T, and I bound T to Portal. That's what it is in Last Epoch. Do I go this way or? What's over here? Outside of essences, what's over here? Iced Ritual Beyond. Incursion, Delhi. Yeah, I don't know. I did the tree. Yeah, I think we're gonna go over here. Right side is where it's at. Less AoE. Okay, sure. Torium. I read some thing about it and it seems like they can't ban this. I think it's really hard to ban for it. I don't recommend doing it. You know, just to be on the safe side. Baylor Mage talks about it in that video I was talking about, but he is under the impression that it is not against terms of service. I don't use it. Again, I have it bound, but I don't use it because it's really just annoying to do anyway. Who made the video? Baylor Mage. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can survive this. Okay, I was gonna type it while these were attacking me, but I don't think that's smart right now. Yeah, give me just a second and I'll type it out. On the bright side, even if you don't use the numlock trick, you can just hold down the key. So if I stop right here and just I hold down the R key, it will use it on cooldown. If you don't want to use the numlock trick, you can just hold it down. Now the I guess caveat there is if you are doing something else, like because I'm moving and because it's not instant, it's not going to use it. As soon as I stop, it'll continue, but as long as I'm doing something else, it'll whatever. Okay, right now, so you're on YouTube. Gotta pull it up. It is Baylor Mage. And if I had to guess, he will be starting what is the Summon Holy Relic of Conviction Poison is I think the thing that he's been starting with recently. I want to say he was one of the first ones to make a video on that build. So it's been a staple of his for a while. Yeah, it was made a couple years ago, so we'll just say like look up numlock trick, because he made it back when they removed instant skills from left click. Again, 100% recommend you read the terms of service for yourself and make sure you're not going to get banned for that. Because I don't think it's worth getting banned for. Yeah, there's a chance that I end up starting Pathfinder as well. It really depends on what we learn tomorrow. I really hope they drop patch notes tomorrow as well. It is really hard to put together build videos if I don't have like numbers, and it's hard enough for me to put together the video in a week, right? Because I don't have all day every day to do it, because I have a job. Hopefully they drop us patch notes and we can start working on our builds. If they do that, I can probably have the build guide done by Monday. If I go with this or Herald of Thunder. I can also probably do Slayer if they don't nerf it. Conquest, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. I'm gonna store all of those. Those are not good. And not good. I'm actually really tempted to pick up Harbinger early. I really like Harbinger. AoE per endurance, nice. Love that. Me too, but I think it kind of scales with map level. Harbinger? I don't think Harbinger does. I think it benefits immensely from... Okay, yeah, no, I don't think it does. I think it benefits a ton from Scarabs, and it's hard to make good before Scarabs, but I don't think map level matters. I could be wrong. I have been wrong many, many times. 16 to all res. I know it doesn't benefit from quantity or rarity at all, which is one of the reasons I like it so much. I'll have to check. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we need essences. Okay. I guess I already got, did I already get the essence? I guess I did. Okay. Pretty sure I read watch somewhere that it scales, but I can't find it right now. Maybe they're talking about other loot they drop. Could be, I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. I believe it's possible. Let's just fracturing orb, because this is where I suspect it would be. That fracturing orb might be level restricted. Look up Harbinger next, but let's see. Those are mechanics. Has restrictions on where or how it can drop. Drops from Harbinger or Harbinger related boards. There is a drop level. Harbingers drop primarily currency shards. Shards from Harbingers are not affected by item quantity, either from the player or area. Item quantity does apply in Keurig Survivor. Yeah. But I think this is the only level requirement, is that you have to be... Wait, what? You only need to be level 35 to get fracturing shards. Interesting. It was about Keurig farming. That I believe. Keurig farming is totally different, because that does scale with specifically the quantity. Yeah, I never do the Keurig stuff though. That is too much thinking and effort most of the time for me. All right, we have a carcass map with less recovery. It's fine. Also have an essence of fear, which we should probably use. Maybe. Real issue is we need to make sure we have the 14 all res taken care of first, which we do not. We need better lots. Better belt would be super nice. Okay. Perhaps. What level? How much is the mana cost? Still good. A little worried about my mana costs later on. Okay. Mainly chainmail. I'm out. Thanks for dropping by. See ya. Okay. Maelstrom staff. We get lucky. Oh. And no. Both these maps are completed, which is a little unfortunate. And we need to find the essence here. More than 50. Okay, yeah, it's over here. On all those. Grab our essence. Right. Blood of mine. Do that one. Our essence is looking like a little rough. Little rough. 85 to 106 though. Streaming. We can. Not great. Not great. I would really like a second mod on there that's not awful. Guess I could craft it. Well, no, I can't. All the mods I want aren't craftable naturally. They're all betrayal crafts. And I don't know when we'll be getting those next league. Although I suppose that does mean I need to... that means I need to farm betrayal. Not for the mods, but for veiled orbs. Both chaos and exalted. Great crown, good. Maelstrom staff. Okay. Go ahead and throw this down here just in case. The cobalt. That's pretty close. Alright. Second melee, chaos damage over time multi. Although, it's gonna be better draft on. Gonna try C. Maps. Okay. Finally got Disciple of Unyielding, which is awesome. The plate would actually be pretty sweet. 39 lightning res. And an empty suffix. Ooh. You might have a replacement armor. Pretty nice replacement armor. Wait, why not? All I really want out of that is resistances and life. Armor is, you know, also good, but I don't need T1 armor. Sure, we'll grab the ruby ring. A ring, very nice. Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll identify new speed, cold res, chaos res, no life, mine or better. Lightning fire armor. I like this one more. Yeah, I like this one more. Nope. And nope. Alright. Let's see if we can find essences and a map. That's what we need. Nice. Agent boots. Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that. This chaos crystal's there. There's our essence. Is there a second essence? Alright, that's as close as we're getting. Enough, and definitely not good enough. We have all of these, yeah, okay. Let's see, what maps do we have? Basically just tier 3s. Grab one of these armories. Then we're also this. Then vulnerability, life tap. Okay, so we switched that out. What do our defenses look like? 82, 79, 102. Sweet. That means we are good on everything. So we could do something else with this. But I guess what we really need to do is make up the 14 all we're going to lose later. So what is the lowest? Cold and fire. So we'll do cold fire on here for now, because I can't do chaos. Don't have it yet. So cold fire. Huge. Throw that in there, throw that in there. We're good to go. Perfect. Now what that does mean is I could probably switch to staff now without too much issue. I need though. You know what we do? This might be a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Socketed cold, no. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, it didn't work. Unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna throw that in there. So, what do we have to work with? I think it's basically just like we have to have. Yeah, I need, I guess we just need to move up in maps, I'm being really honest. So let's do that. I need minion damage. Oh, I keep forgetting to do my, my Pantheon. Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay. Before I forget. Oh no, we didn't have this done. What do we have? Use different direction per stationary. I don't think I love that. I think I'd rather have this one. Maybe not. Maybe this is the best one. Yeah, okay, that's the best one for me. See? Okay. Bunch of dry sea. Okay. Okay. Right. Got 1 or 2 dry sea maps. Dudes is incomplete though, so that's great. Let's go and do that one. And we'll put all these dry seas away. Now, one thing that I want to make sure I'm doing on this run is I don't want to use any unveils because I don't know when we're going to get them. I would hope we get a couple of them early, like elemental chaos resistance should be something we get pretty early on. But I don't want to assume. I feel like that's asking for trouble, you know? Ancient boots. How's it going, Ashley? Okay, so with that, we can do something that's pretty substantial. Is that level means we get to do this. 100% increased charge duration. I think I want. The reason that's important is because we can get 100% charge uptime. Pretty easily on anybody, no matter what. While in theory, I will always have been hit recently, I don't want to rely on that for my AoE. They're both done. Doing pretty well. Perfect. And I think that's it. Those are both awful. Okay. Apply that, then I think we're gonna head straight for. I think we head straight over here. I think in order to advance, we need shaping the skies, so that's where we're gonna go next. All right, maps. We don't have any tier 4s, but we have 11 dry seas. Let's use some of those. We finally got a minion one, good. Okay. Dragon scale, good. Okay. Hey, we got a mesa, perfect. You know what else we could do? If I don't want to go with a staff, I could go dual the axes. Then it'd just be dual wielding. And it might actually save me points in the long run. I'm gonna have to look at it and see which one is better. think it comes with the ability to grab as the mountain. Which could be worthwhile. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. We might POB that in a second. Test out which one is actually better. Really hard to justify going with a shield, even though I do want to. Like, immediately I want to. Just hard to justify with how little damage we get out of corrupted blood without, like, actually good stuff. Although I suppose I could do like a endurance charge shield. It wouldn't be great, but it would be okay. I'm gonna try that. Alright, so those are two things we need to try. So we need to try seeing what the damage looks like if we do dual axes or dual scepters, and then what the damage looks like with a shield. Which we'll probably have to influence to make it reasonable. Okay. Let's identify these. Next. Okay, and then we're going to switch over to POB because I feel like there's a lot of potential here. Okay, so we have this setup, which is this? I think this. Yeah, this is the better one. So we have this setup, which is just a weapon. It's a really good weapon, but it's just a weapon. So what does that look like on anything else? So we have one-handed weapons. I want to say 3dB. Modifiers. Modifiers. Physical. Let me do physical This is one-handed axe, which needs I guess it's not. Over time, multiplier. Daggers. Blend chaos damage over time multiplier. One-handed melee, two-handed melee. Okay. Okay, the crafted modifier is very generic, but I want a natural is damage over time multi. One-handed axes are out. Dagger I assume is out. Yep. One-handed mace is out. And its sword. Rune dagger. Scepter. Thrusting one-handed. Wand. As fizz damage over time multi. Do I want to use that? Could. No reason to not to. How high does it go? 34 to 38. That's wand. Could do wand. And we can do minion wand. 34 to 38. We want a natural shot at minion damage. Let's see. Take off physical and go minion. Blah blah minion skill. Minion increased damage goes up to 109. The essence. What does the essence go to? Essence of fear. For one-handed goes up to 8394, which is fine. I'm not worried too much about using what effectively 10 to 15%. Okay, so Evoking Wand. Like a regular wand, it's probably easier to roll. Okay, so either way, wand is our option. So rare wand, two-handed sword wand, and we want what do we want? I guess we would want a minion wand if we want damage. Okay. So yeah, Convoking Wand. No, we won't. We're not gonna do Convoking Wand. The int requirements on this are actually wild. Starting to understand why I did staff instead. Convening, calling. Calling is probably perfect. Okay, so most of this is not going to matter for prefixes. We want spell skill gems, don't matter. We just want minion increase damage. I think I'm gonna do that with essences anyway. Maybe. Wait. Is there a better way to do it? So if we do a Convoking Wand, then we have minion, damage minion, is there a reforged minion? Let's see. Order crafting. Don't see one. Let's see. Minion. Nope. There's caster, but caster is not going to help me right here. So yeah, essence is going to be my best bet there. Alright, so essence for that. Suffixes are going to be fizz damage over time multi. This one I have. Let's see how good this one is. Okay, let's assume it's cracked. Fizz damage over time, multi, and essence mod. Save. Okay, so that's what that is. Then we craft the calling wand. We do add modifier, essence, fear. Deafening fear, add. Is damage over time multi. Damage over time multi, which would be insane to get both at such a high roll. And that's kind of gonna be it. Right? Yeah, that's kind of it as far as like what's actually useful on a convoking or a calling, doesn't matter. So if I do that, I lose 200k DPS, but dual wielding gives me double, and I still get block chance. Well then. Because what that means is we can do this stuff now. Because now we're dual wielding. Means we can do like that and then that's probably trolling to do. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, there's this issue, but that's solvable. I'm not sure I want to do that for block specifically. It is better for damage. So there is that. Are there any other options? Okay, so we can actually get more damage out of the wands than the staff, which I'm a little shocked by. If we went with a shield, be an armor shield, heat attuned, no. Probably life. Yeah, so we've got no damage naturally on our shield. And I don't think we get anything from essences, but let's check. Let's see. That's other armor, so it's life. Other armor, so it's reflect. Other armor, life. Fire resistance. Unless one of these has something crazy. Huge chance to block on Essence of Loathing. Could still go block if we do that. But let's see, shield, strength. Totems, shock attackers. Could get a recover shield, which would be insanely good. Damage per block would be... That's a prefix. Damage per block attack is a guaranteed Crusader hit. which would be really cool. Warcry cooldown recovery is a hunter, so that could be good. Area of effect, recover % life when you block. I feel like I would want to do a combination. So if we do, how many life mods are over here? Interesting. So if you did you had a shield, and did a would you want to do a Crusader? Let's see. So there's life here. Who all has damage per block chance? I think I know how to make the shield I'm thinking of. So what I'm thinking of is you do a shield, and you do influence, Shaper, I think is Shaper the one with life. It might be Elder I'm thinking of. Life, yeah, life. Okay, so Shaper. So Crusader Shaper, and then you do add modifier essence of loathing, I think is the one I remember. Yeah, loathing, and you loathing until you get damage per block chance, right? And then I don't think you can do chance to block and chance to block, right? Hold on. If you do Crusader add essence, yeah, we're gonna do essence, crafting, loathing, one in 74 gives us the chance to block. Now, okay, so this chance to block is then blocked, so we don't really get a choice in anything over here. We do, but realistically we don't. But that's okay, because once we hit this, we block prefixes and reforge life, which gives us a pretty solid chance of getting what we want. Because over here there is only regen, which admittedly is a 7% chance. And then over here, Crusader has nothing, and Shaper has only the recover life on block. The 10,000 weighting versus 800. 1 in 11. Ooh, that's rough. That is rough. That is an expensive shield. I think it's doable though. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's doable. But okay, so if we did that, we have the custom essence, chance to block, Paper Crusader, add to build. Not terrible. Shockingly not terrible. And it gives us the opportunity to do this. So chance to block per block on shield. As the mountain. All block per block. And then this is a damaged boss. But it's probably worth it. It might be the way to go. Not too bad. Could cap me out, but I have to drop points elsewhere if I want to do that, which I can do. I actually, these points drop easy. Those points were not worth it. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. The damage isn't crazy high. I don't think I care. I don't know that I'm stuck with less duration. Don't know that I love being stuck with less duration. It is a lot of damage though. What is it? What does it bring my duration down to? 2.3. Hold on, 1.4. It basically means I can't miss a cast. Or I lose my uptime. Not super crazy about. That radius is so nice though. Yeah, I don't know. Less duration might not be worth it. If I don't do less duration though, what do I do? Does Empower raise the level of everything? No. Area of effect, Mirage Warrior, damage over time, physical damage over time. Yeah, it's hard to replace less duration. I mean, more duration is really good, but it's a hard sell without less duration. I guess. Well, no, what I do, this will help a lot, actually. And I do need like level 20, unfortunately. But without that extra 10%, we're at 2.8. So if I get just a little bit of cooldown reduction on any other piece of gear, then I can miss a single cast. Not by much, but it can be done. I'm much more comfortable with that. I'm much more comfortable with that. Okay. So we might end up going on in the end. All right, import. And then we have endurance charges. Okay. Right now we're at 75k. Now, one question that I have is a physical damage reduction. That's a lot of armor where we lose from just having determination. Unyielding helps a lot, and then we go here, here, and here. And we're at 91. Sweet. Yeah, I think in the end, shield is probably the way to go. I guess one thing I do want to check is let's make sure that wand is actually our better option. Because let's see, essence. No, we don't need to check essences because essences are basically just going to tell us that our best bet for our best bet's going to be minion damage no matter what. So, one-handed weapons. I could have sworn one-handed axes had physical attacks. Had a physical damage over time multi. Only bailed. Doesn't help me very much. Your dagger maybe is the chaos. All attack damage is damage. That's the veiled one though. How good is the veiled one? The mace. I mean, again, I doubt it, but while we're here, yep, still just veiled. Okay. Yeah, it seems like wand is the only option I really have. Yeah, fizz damage over time is rough. One thing we can do though is let's see, strength, int, and we probably have options here. Ooh, you know what I just thought about? So if we do General Scry, efficacy, I think efficacy is the worst one here. 17. I don't know, it doesn't matter. We've got a 4 linked. So we do gloves, and then we go items, craft, rare, gloves, armor, yes. Doesn't actually matter. Guess we could do apothecary. Create, add modifier, crafting bench, essence of delirium. Add to build. Straight to 123. Without anything else. Without a single other item on the build. Is this the way? Okay, so gloves strengthened. None of this is like super great for me. None of that's good. Cold damage or time, full fire damage, no. Advanced traps, no. Trap in mine, critical strike. Faster proj doesn't help. What does help? Chaos damage over time, physical damage over time multi, here we go. Elder has 20 fizz over time. Chance to bleed doesn't help, chance to poison doesn't help, faster attacks doesn't help. I need like a brutality, and I don't think I'm gonna find it. Fizz converted, fizz converted, fizz converted. Okay, so none of that. Okay, so fizz damage over time multi on the hunter. And duration of ailments does nothing. Increased damage over time multi on warlord. Minion damage on redeemer. Incursion. Veiled, which could be good because we can get level 2 of socketed AoE. No, that wouldn't do anything for us. Okay, crafted is probably not going to give me anything interesting to work with. There's minion damage. I think more damage over time is the only one that I can do anything with. Okay, so more damage over time multi. And that's kind of it. Like, other than that, we can get base damage over time multiplier. Which is a physical... Are there any other physical suffixes? There are not. Huh. Now the real question is over time multiplier. Okay, yeah. So Steering Exarch implicits have fizz damage over time multi. All the way up to 20. Which I'm unlikely to get, but point is I've got a source of damage over time multi if I don't influence. Which is probably better, honestly. But much easier way to go for early damage. What does it look like for late damage? So let's go back, don't save, just yell. So if I do this and I go craft item, rare, rare gloves, armor ES, doesn't super matter, whatever. And then we're going to do add modifier, essence of delirium, add. And then we go add modifier, crafting bench, minion damage. prefix. Minions deal increased damage. Searing Exarch, Eater of Worlds. Physical damage over time multi. Let's do this. Add. I don't see anything here, honestly, that gives me much. But I guess suppress, but that's not very. Okay. And then I think that's it. I don't think anything else matters. Add to build. Okay, so now I got that. Skills. We're at 897. If we 6-link in our staff. Take away less duration and efficacy. I'm almost positive 143, 184. Yeah, these two are absolutely the worst ones. And then do gloves. 778 versus 1 million. Not awful, especially considering that I don't need to 6-link to do that. Like that is a very easy glove to make in the middle of maps. I think I might have a way to do this. All right, so essence, we need remnants of corruption on us at all times. But yeah, that's not too bad. It essentially means we need delirium, which is the essence that comes out of I think it's actually random. I think it's random. That's okay. So yeah, we just need remnant of corruption on us. Let's throw these in here. Yeah, let's go do this. Oh wait, no, we want to do that one first. Come on. Let's take care of the boss real quick. Nice. Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, good. Okay. I just need to take it the last little bit and we're good to go. Perfect. Okay, that takes care of that. We're gonna come down here and go straight for shaping the skies next. Looks like we already had cage, unfortunate. Not worth, and not worth. Okay. In the chainmail, probably not. Yeah, that was all I wanted. Okay. Alright, 40 monsters remain. Let's go. I kind of want to get Golem's Blood next, just to get more regen. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Here, Mesa Cage. Okay. Cursor gloves, okay. Chaos, and let's go. I really should be doing ritual. Okay, fine. Okay. One more time. Oh no, 2 more times. Alright, what have we got so far? Five-link staff. Honestly? But is that a 5-link staff or a war staff? Or could it be either? I mean, I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh. I tried to move out of the way. I didn't get there in time. Oh, that's what I get for being cocky. Okay. Grab the scouring and that. And orbs, very nice. Misery is among those that can be corrupted. Okay. And we're out. Alright, Lily. Please give me a war staff. She did. She gave me a war staff. How do you like that? And it's got 3 red. Which I don't think is what I need, but we have a 5-link staff. which is better than what I had. So we're gonna use that, and we're gonna try and recolor that real quick. We need a green. Yes, this is what we need. I mean, honestly, it's perfect. Essence of Fear. That seems incredibly low. Okay, well, whatever. Physical damage over time multi. And 1 level of socketed gems. That could not actually be better for like an early. It could be slightly better. It could be missing a single prefix. If it didn't have the elemental damage with attacks, we could craft on an additional level of socketed, which would be huge. But instead of that, we can do, I think, damage over time. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, that might be a thing we would have to unlock. Oh, damage over time isn't sure. Damage over time multi, I think, is specific to I don't remember now. Okay, point is, we now have General's Cry, Efficacy Support, Corrupting Cry, Brutality, and Swift Affliction, which we can't support. That point. Or Dexterity. And then we can also craft on Dexterity. To help out. Very nice. Okay. And we're at net positive elemental res. So good. Throw these in here. All right, we've now switched over to staff, which is kind of huge. That puts us at. Wait, is that right? We're at like 93k DPS as is, so let's switch back over to PUB. So we're not gonna save that, but now we can import SSF Settlers, Jugg Cry test. Yeah. We're at 113 if Pride Aura is initial. 119 if we have endurance charges, which we always should. We should have always used Warcry recently. They should always be haunted. And at least one Warcry has been used recently. Probably 2. If we do maximum effect, honestly, that's not bad. It doesn't get much better outside of that, but you know, 161 DPS day 1, or day 1, day 2. Not too bad. Just to be sure, that is... No, wait. That's wrong. That is incorrect still. Okay, is the staff right? The staff is right. This doesn't have swift deflection, which admittedly is only level 1. The level 1 swift deflection is still at 200 kdps though. Still huge. Just to be sure, General's Cry. Secondary skill duration is 4.95. So yeah, we're well within our comfortable range. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's awesome. Well, that means we just kind of figure out our defenses from here, and we should be pretty good to go. I mean, yeah, let's go back in maps. I see. Get rid of that one because I have rare ones that I can run. Those are both fine. Let's go. That was such a huge win for us. Okay, contract. Legion gloves. Augmentation, okay. Okay. Dark Forest map, very nice. I don't think we have that one. All right, June. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that. Sell that. Okay, go back to maps and boom, we have relic chambers. Huge. Let's get in there. You know what? I may not bother with block on this one. That went pretty well. Oh wait, I don't want to do that to you. I forgot. There we go. Did I get a map? No. Let's go find that map. Hopefully. Okay. Great ground. Could be good. Could have gone better, but that's okay. We will find a way forward. If it had health, it would be great, but it does not. Damage over time multi. But I guess we should keep it just to see if we can corrupt it. Alright, maps. Do I have any that I haven't completed? No, okay. Alright. Back to Dry Sea. I guess we could also do the Kirak mission we have. What's over here? Essence, very nice. Need those, but we don't need those until yellow maps. Well, that is actually dependent on whether or not we get the other essence. Goliath Greaves. Okay. Please go to an abyssal depths. Not what I wanted, but whatever. We did get a Stygian Vise though, which is kind of awesome. Alright, let me see if the Stygian Vise was worth it. No, but we're gonna craft it anyway. Doesn't matter, and you know what, we're probably gonna craft that too. This though is bad. Okay. Yeah, it's more betrayal. I'm not worried about betrayal at the moment. I wish I had a Remnant of Corruption, but I do not. Okay, and we're good. I guess just to be sure, let's fight them and see if they give us any trouble. Okay. Where is my boss? Oh, it's over here. Okay, I see it now. I see it. There. Nothing here. Okay. Sweet. Makes it easy. Here, I think I want to go back into life. I think I still want that 1.6 life regen. Did I really get no map on that one either? Yeah, okay. Alright, Kirak, don't let me down. Defiled Cathedral, no. Lemonade cells. Sure, let's do cells. Alright. Damn, very nice. We're in yellows. So we can keep it that way. Okay, astral plate. Alright. Diamond ring, crimson jewels. Oh, and Legion gloves. Okay. Ooh. Old Lightning Chaos, 93 life. I think I pass on this one. It's good, but it's not good enough. I do need one of these to just craft on, and I think that's it. All right. Okay. Right. Good, 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 good. Six link body armor. $50. Where are they at? Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Vault, Atoll, and Coliseum. Let's do the Coliseum first because I want to see if we can maintain our yellows. Hey, Envoy's here. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, let me go get this. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Death's Hand. More Essence Scarab, very nice. Perfect. Layer map, okay. That's not what we wanted, but sure. We want more yellow maps. Okay. All right. Let's go. I don't think I've found a, no, I haven't found a advancing map yet, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Hey, how's it going, Maven? Perfect. Alright, we've got the Maven's Beacon, we got an Atoll, which is not an advancement. Unfortunately. But I think we actually killed everything here. All but one. Ow. That hurts. I guess, let's see if we can get anything out of this. I mean, I guess we can get a Death's Hand. All right. We now have Maven. We can trade for a Death's Hand. If it's any good. But hey, we have it. Okay. We have a toll maps. Okay. Okay. Stuff. Yeah, we're good there. That. Now we get that. What does that bring our regen up to? Life regen per second is 989. Oh, that's on. Okay, hold on. No, that's constant. That's great. Perfect. We're now at a point where we can no longer upgrade our Swift Affliction, which is okay. Figure that out later. Oh. Ooh. Nice. Last little bit of this map. Perfect. That went very well. Alright, so we'll sell this and this. For that, we're back in tier 6s, which is great. Keep that on us. And that, I think, is where we're going to end for the night. That's been an awesome amount of progress. So we started the night having done 3 maps, and we are now at somewhere around 200k DPS, which is, it feels incredible. We're honestly, so it is not that far away for us to be able to fight Maven, Eater, and Exarch. Because we really just need like 500k DPS to take them down for the first kill. Like, we really just don't need that much. But we are well on our way to the first million. And that has so much to do with our Corrupting Cry having +1 level. Like, it makes such a huge difference. So getting this +1 level of socketed gems was huge. So yeah, that's kind of where we sit. There's so many options we have here, and it's great. So I think that's where we're gonna wrap up for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I'm very excited for the league. I cannot wait to get our announcement tomorrow. I will probably make a video at some point this weekend going over my thoughts on all of the announcements and on my build plans. So thank you again for joining me. I will see you all on Saturday, and we'll continue this test and refine it into hopefully at least the beginning of a build guide, if not a more refined build guide. As long as GGG doesn't nuke our build idea from orbit. Once more, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.